Ted Cancun Cruz is not running out on Texas again. Instead, he's setting it on fire, torching two of the largest voting demographics in Texas, Catholics and Latinos. And it's not going to stop at the border. Cruz's attack is going to damage the Republican brand nationally. I'm going to detail Cruz's attack, but the first question you have to ask is, why is Cruz doing something so stupid? After all, Cruz is the worst poser in the Senate, but he's not particularly stupid. He's leagues above Tommy Tuberville or Mark Wayne Mullen. So why is Cruz doing something like this? Because he's acting as a surrogate for Trump. Because the Pope has been taking Trump and Hegseth out to the woodshed ever since they dropped the first bombs in Iran. But when a bunch of right-wing Christian leaders came to the Oval Office to bless Trump and his war, and word leaked that Hegseth and his cronies were telling troops that this was a holy war, Leo really let them have it. Watch.
Currently in the world, many of our brothers and sisters suffer because of violent conflicts caused by the absurd claim to solve problems and differences with war. Some people then even claim to involve the name of God in these choices of death. But God cannot be enlisted in darkness.
And even though the Pope waited until proof came in on the school bombing in Iran, he finally let Trump and Hegseth have it. Watch.
Pope Leo, who has been vocal in his opposition to the wars in Ukraine and Gaza, is now escalating his condemnation of the war in Iran, publicly delivering his strongest comments to date.
I address those responsible for this conflict. Let there be a ceasefire. Let paths of dialogue be reopened.
Without ever mentioning the U.S. or Israel, he went on to say, violence can never lead to the justice, stability, and peace that the people are waiting for, and mentioned the attacks that targeted an elementary school.
Now, there are two things that Trump can't get away with. He can't let the price of oil go above $100, and he can't attack the Pope. Enter evangelical Ted Cruz doing his typical Ted Cruz thing, pretending to be smart. He also can't attack the Pope directly, so he's undermining him by attacking Catholicism as being, wait for it, theologically flawed. You can't make this stuff up. Cruz took to social media and posted this. Read every word of this. It's the best and most comprehensive explanation of what we're fighting. And then he linked to what Daily Caller editor-in-chief Amber Duke described as a nearly 10,000-word AI-generated anti-Catholic screed. Mediaite was more charitable, describing it as a conspiracy theory article which warned that a cabal of Catholics were turning the Republican Party into a party with different gods through a 10-year project to carry out the replacement of evangelical Protestant political theology with a foreign Catholic framework. Now, one might claim that as a conservative, what Cruz is trying to do is bring back the good old days when Protestants killed Catholics and Catholics killed Protestants. But as a political move, it is absolutely idiotic. If undermining the Pope is the goal, offending Catholics, the majority of which identify as Republicans, is not the smart play here. Ironically, a lot of Republican Catholics would not be offended by calling out the Pope as a liberal tool, but accusing Catholicism of being theologically insufficient and involved in a cabal is not going to land well with any Catholics. Former Trump administration Catholics are coming out of the woodwork to attack Cruz, including former Federal Trade Commission senior advisor John Schwepp, who replied back, "Get this shit out of here. You should be embarrassed." I guess Ted Cruz wants to divide the GOP base even further. What a total piece of lard. He was joined by Turning Point USA's Gabe Guidorini, as well as by former Mike Pence speechwriter Joshua Charles. Daily Wire White House correspondent Mary Margaret Olahan posted, Ted Cruz promoting a convoluted and lengthy article here that takes major shots at Catholics, specifically Catholic integralists, and bizarrely aligns them with Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson. It's not hard to see why Cruz volunteered to be the anti-Catholic surrogate here. He thinks that it will win him Trump's endorsement in 2028. Now that is really stupid. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. You'll not only help out our channel, you'll be taking concrete action and helping get rid of Trump and the MAGA movement who ushered him in.